Welcome once again to the Chuck Clark Coaches Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. We're going to talk again today about some Bear and Bearette golf. And Coach, I'd like to welcome you once again to the show. Congratulations on the sweep of the boys and girls in the district tournament there last week. Pretty good Monday for you, wasn't it?
I'm really proud of the way the girls and the guys played. It was exciting to say the least. We finished up with a playoff with Cleveland and the boys, and so we had all 5 guys playing. And I just told them, I said, it's par 5. All I want is 5 pars, and they provided that. And Cleveland had a couple of hiccups, and so we won the district, and the girls won.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, Addie and Kobe Ann and Gracie all played really well.
Well, tell me who these girls are right here that you brought today.
I got Kobe Ann Turner, freshman. She was second to the medalist, which was Addie the other day.
Wow. And
then Gracie Bell Sermons. Now she's going to be upset with me for doing that.
I won't call you Gracie Bell. Let's call you Gracie.
Okay.
I won't do it now anyway. Got to have a little fun with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've talked about going out there as a coach. You said you tell the kids, just relax, have fun, don't put pressure on yourself that you don't need, and it worked out pretty good for you.
I think it has. I'm not going to ask them to sing the song that I put in their head that they're supposed to go through, but I will one time, but not today, though.
Oh, okay. You told us about that song you have there. Gracie, out there on the course, do you feel like your strength may be in driving the ball off the tee, putting around the green, or chipping back up on the green, or out of the traps, or what? So where do you feel most comfortable, I guess?
It's definitely driving. That's my best.
Well, that's what when we had Addie on, that's what she thought.
Yeah.
Her driving is good. What got you interested in golf to start with? Have you played for a long time? Did your family get you involved, or?
I played since 6th grade, and my dad's always played, so I just started playing with him.
Okay. Is he a pretty good golfer?
Yeah.
Can you beat him?
I've beat him once.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Dad. There you go. And let's talk with Kobe here. Kobe.
Yeah.
Same question you guess. When did you start playing golf? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 4 years. I started in 4th grade.
And who got you interested in that?
My dad, he plays golf. And, well, I had been doing soccer and cheer, and I didn't do soccer anymore, so I decided to take up golf. And I ended up really liking it.
Do you cheer here at Bradley? Are you going to cheer?
Yes, sir. I do basketball cheer.
Basketball cheer, so we'll see you out in Jim Smith Arena then. Do you play any other sports here, Gracie?
I'm also a basketball cheerleader.
Okay. So
See, I got to keep it in the family, We got Addie, who's a basketballer. I coached for all those years, and now I got my cheerleaders with me. So.
Well, I'm not going to ask you if they have a big mouth, but obviously if they're cheerleaders, they probably can get it out there,
They can be vocal.
Well, in the tournament last week, y'all had a good tournament, good round there, and won the girls. Have we ever won boys and girls district titles at the same year? I know the boys won last year, but that's quite an accomplishment for Bradley there.
I don't remember us ever doing that, and I asked Lamar about it if he remembered something about it, and I don't know. It's been so long ago if we did.
Well, with Kobe and Gracie, you're a sophomore and a freshman, and Addie's a freshman. You got a really, really young girls team at least.
I do, and I'm going to be expecting even more as the years go on, because they're going to get stronger, and they're going to have the confidence is going to get even more so than what it is now. So, very proud of my girls here.
When they're young, they're going to get stronger and be able to drive that ball further. Gracie, you're out. It's sort of like wrestling, I think. It's you against the world out there. In basketball, he'd call timeout if he's having a bad game, putting a new player in there. Baseball and softball, we can pinch hit for you. Golf, and you're in stroke play now. Every stroke counts, and you can't have a perfect game. So what do? You get out there and boy, I just shanked this one, or slice it, or hooked it, or whatever. How do you snap and clear that brain to focus? Because you can't do anything about what's just happened. You can only do what's going to come up.
I kind of just let it go and think about my next shot and how I can make it better.
It's that easy just to shake it off then.
Yeah.
Kobe, can you do that too?
It's difficult to, but I just think about what I'm going to do on the next hole to make up for it. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Because, well, you can't just let it fester because then you're going to have a rotten around there. And I know, Coach, anything you ever say to them out there when they're having a bad day that just sing that little song that you come up with?
If they've had a bad hole and I happen to come up on them, and I'll smile and they'll look at me, and they know what's going in my head, and they're going, Coach, don't sing, please. And they'll smile just like they're doing now. And so you know what? It's over with. It's done. They can't go back in the past. Look ahead to the next hole. And so, golf is really about confidence.
Yeah.
And you got to have a short memory, and you forget about what all happened before and go to the next hole.
Yeah. Can't unring the bell,
No,
as they say.
no.
Well, the format of that tournament, and congratulations, Cleveland High School, Walker Valley, also advancing their whole teams. Bradley went first. Was Cleveland second or Walker?
Cleveland second.
And Walker third.
Yep.
Both boys and girls teams from all three of our local schools will be in the region. And then we'll have the top 5 players outside of those 3 teams advancing to the region. Now, at the region, which will be, tell us where it's going to be and about that course there.
Excuse me. We're going up to Bear Trace. We played there a couple of weeks ago at the City Prep, and most of our players had never been on there. The girls hadn't, I know. Gracie played 9 holes there last year, I think, when we played Oodlewall. Some of the guys had been there before, but it wasn't a great showing for us, and so we're going to go have a little practice round later on this week.
At Bear Trace?
At Bear Trace, and let them get accustomed to the surroundings a little bit more. And then on Tuesday, we'll tee it up again and go. Well,
you mentioned earlier that course is tougher than the one you played the district on. What makes it tougher, in your opinion? Is it the layout, the length?
Well, it is a little bit longer. There is quite a bit of water on it, or around it, because it is at Harrison Bay State Park.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and that, we have plenty of bunkering going on. So, and it's tree lined. So you hit the ball in the woods, and you find it and hit it back out. So, but it is, like I say, a little bit longer for them, and so it'll be a tough challenge for us.
Gracie, where's your favorite course that you've ever played? I know you're young, had played a lot of courses, but is there one that you had a good round? I really like that course,
I think my favorite course is Knob North.
The beach, they call it, because they still have all the sand traps there.
They do have a lot of sand, yeah.
I know my son Jeff, who's a limberback, drive that ball. He said going to play at the beach, and I didn't know where that was for a while. And there's so much sand there, they call it the beach.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, he hits it pretty good, or used to when he and I played before.
Yeah, he does. And Kobe, do you have a particular favorite course yet in your young life?
I usually like to play at the country club a lot, the Cleveland Country Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Coach, you've got the region coming up. Now, who all will be involved in the region down there? I know. What district are we?
We're District 5, and so, and I guess they're 6. So they will have East Hamilton, which has a really nice boys team. I mean, they're tough. And then Oodlewall, which has a couple of really, really good players, and they've got some of their girls can hit the ball really well. And then I don't know who the third team is, whether it's Hickson or they've just got 4 teams down there. So.
And during this tournament, unlike the district, only the top team boys and top team girls are advanced into what, the state tournament at that point?
State tournament now, then. And so it'll be state, and they'll take the 5 next that is not a part of that. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a dogfight.
And the state tournament will be contested where?
It'll be in Sevierville at the
Gatlinburg Country Club?
No, it's the, I can't even think now. It's the course, got 2 courses right there together.
Oh.
About on the right, it's got the water part there. I've gone blank. I don't know what.
So the state will be that we use both courses there?
They will use both courses, yes. So girls will play one side and the boys play the other.
Let's go back to the district. We talked about the boys. You had a 5-player playoff?
5-player playoff.
Tell us how that all happened. So are they matched up head to head at that point?
Yeah. That we sent the number 5 man off first.
Okay.
And so Andrew came up and got us started really well. He was kind of under a tree a little bit, and the girls were over there doing one of their cheers for him. They had
nice.
all 3 of them were in the cart together. You know, I guess they got Addie doing the same one of their things. And you know, he threw one up there about 12, 15 feet, and 2-putted and got his par, which got us on the right track. And then you know, our 3 and 4 man, which was Jackson and Nick, came in and did the same thing. All 5 players hit the green in regulation, so everybody had a birdie putt at it, and everyone 2-putted. And so that was the key to the round.
But 2 putts, what you just asked him to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the key to winning it then.
That was it. Just give me 5 pars is all I wanted. And actually we only used 4 of the top 5. So, but the first one was key, get you going. But everybody else did what they were supposed to do.
It's like there 5 tees off against his opponent, then 4 tees off. And
3 and 4 will go together. And they'll have 4 playing, and then they'll go 1 and 2. And so, you know, I was talking to Lamar. He had never remembered us having any playoff like that. Now, we've had individual that we've had to play off, but never a full team.
So the teams were tied in stroke play.
We were tied at stroke play at, I forget now what it was, but
So the whole team.
327, I think.
Wow.
But it was, yeah, it was great, you know, and, you know, they played well. You know, our girls played really good. I was proud of what they did. You know, Addie started off strong and had a 41, and then, you know, and then she finished up well. I forget now what you did, but you still finished strong with Gracie did. She kind of had a hiccup or two, and Kobe Ann had a hiccup on the front side, but then on the back side, she had 7 or 8 pars. And I mean, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah, it sure
You know,
is.
I think had a 49, 40, right? Yes. So, you know, and that got her second honors for the tournament. So, you know, the whole squad played well.
Yeah.
As a group.
At the right time.
At the right time.
It's what you work all season for, all those.
It really is, and that's
practices.
what I used to, you know, when they would be upset after they turned in some of their scores, and it was not some of their scores at, you know, the city prep. Kobe Ann looks at me, and I almost think she's ready to start tearing up on me. I said, no, we can't do that. Now, we're not worried about it. We're learning the course,
Yeah.
and we're getting better, you know, and Gracie would just kind of look at me and give me that smile, and I'm going, we're work in progress, and we are. I mean, when you got 2 freshmen and sophomores,
Yeah.
we're work in progress. And now with the guys, I got 3 seniors that I lean on heavily.
You know, they should
And
be able
so
to take the pressure, you know.
They turn around and they help. You know, right now we've got a sophomore and a freshman, so they work with Andrew and Jackson really well, and they're big brothers to them, and that's the way they're supposed to be.
Well, with 2 freshmen and sophomore for the girls here, I'm sure they're learning a lot, you know, and there's no crying in golf, sort of. To quote Tom Hanks from that movie, the baseball movie, there's no crying in golf, as he would say there. So,
Well,
just
she
shake
would.
it off and go on.
She wouldn't necessarily do that, but I could tell it upset them that
Well,
they
it should
didn't.
anyway, yeah.
They didn't do as well as they knew that they could, but that's part of it. And so you turn around and you realize that we got another day to play.
Yeah.
And so we're going to keep getting better. And you know, I've already talked to them about what we're going to do, and later on in wintertime about getting stronger and working on our swing when they don't have cheerleading. So but we're ready.
Okay, you're going to be at Bear Trace. When will you be there at Bear Trace? Next Tuesday?
I think, yeah, Tuesday. First tee time's at 10, and I'm sure that Bear Trace likes to run them off on tee times. And so that's before we went girls on the back, boys on the front, and took up the whole course. I don't think Bear Trace will do that with us.
So where do you position yourself at? You got a lot of kids out there playing. Are you trying to follow certain ones around, or are you just moving back and forth? Or
I'm kind of, I'm the water boy.
so you got the cart with the water,
I got the cart full, I got the H2O.
and they're all walking the course.
They are walking, so we got to make sure we keep them, hydrated a little bit. And I'll pull up and watch for a hole or two. Sometimes they don't want me around, and I can understand that. But and then sometimes they're glad that I'm there. But when I see something, I can only talk to them from the green to the next tee. They can't have any. They're out there on an island by themselves.
Yeah.
And so they have to depend upon themselves and what we've talked about before and what all they have experienced before. So it's stressful for these young people.
Yeah. Well, I imagine it would really be, but hey, this is what you played for. All those days out there practicing on the driving range, the putting green, stuff like that. You're in the postseason. You've won the first step, So relax. As he said, have fun, sing that little song when things aren't going exactly right. And
see, it puts a smile on their face when you just mention it to them. That it's.
Yeah, I've heard about that song several times. But he's not going to get to sing it today either.
No, we don't want to hear me sing.
Well, Coach, we want to wish you the best of luck. And Colby and Gracie, right there and knock them dead. And Addie will be there with you too. And wish you all the best of luck in the region. Get onto the state if you can, and just see what happens there. You never know. And you got your future ahead of you. I mean, your freshman, sophomore mind. Future's only looking uphill for you guys. I mean, it should be great.
I'm telling you, I've got a lot of great expectations for these ladies.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're going to be, if they quit playing tomorrow, they're going to do well in whatever they do. But they're going to keep playing.
Yeah. Well, we hope they do.
Yes, we do.
We always say, and having a good time out there. We're going to wrap things up here for the Coach Chuck Clark Show here on the BCHS Bear Network. I'll be your host, Gary Ownbey, with Gracie Bell Sermon. He's going to kill us both, Chuck. And Colby Turner, of course, Chuck Clark here, longtime friend and coach here at Brandon Central and on the staff here. So next time, guys, we'll say song for now. God bless, and go Bears and Bearettes.